Hey guys, it's Becky. I am back with another process video. Today I am doing layout number 2 of Mini Kit Mondays, October 2018. Don't forget to check out the other ladies, Traci, Daisy, Kathy, Dollie, and JoJo. I will have them linked down below. Now this month Daisy is taking a break, but still go check out her channel. She will be back with us soon. Okay, so right here I did pull out this mint green background to use, and if you will recall on my kit share, I did pull out several of these frames. Now I did not have them trimmed out at the time. They were just kind of cut apart. It was off of a Paige Evans paper. Off screen or off camera, I did go ahead and fussy cut those out, and I even cut out the middle. Now this sketch calls for 2x3 photos, so that is actually what I used, but then I put the frames around them so they look way bigger. I did also kind of move the placement of the photos a little bit. Right here I am inking the edges of the yellow with a yellow, the pink with a pink, and the purple with a purple. And the only reason I did that is because the core is kind of white. I don't know, I did not really love the way it looked, so I just thought the inking of the edges kind of gave it a little something. Normally I would ink with like the same color on everything, like maybe a brown or maybe a black, but I wasn't sure where I was going on this one, so I just went ahead and inked them with the color of the paper that they are. That's what I did. Now, like I said, I did make these photos 2x3, so they barely fit. So when I fit them into the frames, I have to flip it over and I kind of tape them down with some washi tape. And then I'm going to put double-sided tape on there as well. So the double-sided tape is adhered to the photo, and also it is adhered to the frame piece as well. I'm going to do that with all 4 of the photos. So I didn't really stick to the sketch too much on this one. I kind of did a little bit, but not really, because the photo placements are more in a backwards L. And then I put the title in a different spot, the journaling in a different spot. And it's just kind of, but not. And I feel kind of bad about that because this is a sketch that I made. And if you would like to use a sketch, you can go over to my blog, which is really just nothing on it. But these photos of these sketches are there if you want to right click and save as to use them. But yeah, my layout is completely different from this sketch, in my opinion. I mean, it might be kind of the same. I don't know. I am going to go ahead and use that doily. The doily you don't see a whole bunch of at the end, but you can still see some parts of it peeking out. I just really wanted to use that. That was in the kit that I had put together. Here, what is it? October 14th. So I've had this kit available to me for a couple of weeks, or maybe even a few weeks. It was a big kit. I pulled in way too many papers, so we'll see if I can get anything else out of it. I am going to title this Playdate, but I'm also going to pull out one of the word stickers that are from Amy Tangerine. I did pull in some of her chipboard stickers, and on that pack was the word wonderful. It is also going to come onto this layout. Right here you can see I'm putting down all these flowers. Those are flowers that were off of a Paige Evans paper. What I had done, apparently I had used this paper previously and had fussy cut out a bunch of flowers, but some of them I did not quite fussy cut out yet, so I just had little pieces of the paper. Here I went ahead and fussy cut them all out, and I'm using those flowers as embellishments. I'm going to go ahead and place them around the page. Some of the placements stay as is, and some I am going to change when I go ahead and start gluing things down. I really wanted this little bunny rabbit to work. You know, I've said this before. I love little whimsical animals with baby layouts. I just love them. I think they're so cute. They tie in so perfectly because they're babies, and babies are magical and whimsical, just like the little animals. I love those. So these are some photos of Riley, and I am holding her at this time. I'm trying to take a picture with one hand and hold her with the other, right? She is so cute. She's trying to hold her own pacifier into her mouth. Oh my gosh, she is so adorable. I just love this baby so much. She kind of had a little bit of a rough start, guys. Last week, well, I don't know how long ago it will be when this goes up. She was in the hospital for several days. She had viral meningitis. The poor little thing. Oh my gosh. I felt so bad for her. And that coincided with my niece and my nephew coming down here. So I didn't go visit her when she was in the hospital. I think she was in there for like 3 days. She's doing a lot better now. And now, not at the time of the photos, but the time of the voiceover, she's at the age where I think she's like 7 weeks, close to 8 weeks. I think she's 7 weeks right now. But she's starting to smile at you. Oh my gosh, she is so cute. So my niece and my nephew, they just left today. So I've been out of my craft room for a week, pretty much. I snuck in every once in a while and tried to do a few things. You'll see those things coming up in another video, but I did try and sneak in and do a couple things. But for the most part, I was out of my craft room for a week. So this is the first time I've really sat down in here and got back to it. So it's really a lot of fun doing the voiceover, I mean. So, okay, I am using that. So you see where I put the tape down? I kind of angled it so it did touch the photo and the frame so that I don't have issues with this in the future. I pulled out that T-square ruler thinking I'm going to make it straight-ish. I do make the little descender in the F kind of go between those two photos right there. I thought that was a perfect fit. So now if you read it, it really says wonderful Playdate, but is it? I mean, yeah, it was, but I'm just going to call this layout Playdate because that was my original idea. I've taken to going to see Riley on Fridays after work. So Fridays are Granny and Riley playdates is what Fridays are. So yeah, I think I've missed one Friday because I don't remember why. Something was going on and I couldn't make it. So yeah, Fridays are Riley Day. And that's kind of funny because when BJ was growing up, I worked second shift. So Fridays were always BJ and I days. Friday mornings we'd go do things. And then we'd go out to eat. We didn't go out to eat a whole lot when he was little because I was a single mom and I didn't have that kind of money to just go out and eat all willy-nilly. But every Friday, BJ and I would go do something and then we'd go out to eat and then I'd go to work. So yeah, it's kind of funny that Playdates with Riley are also on a Friday. So it's kind of interesting. So you can see here that because I decided to go ahead and use those frames to go around the photos, there's no way, well, maybe I possibly could have, to make the photo placement be the same as what is in the sketch. It's just because now the photo placement is really an inch bigger on either side, right? The photos are really that much bigger. The photos themselves aren't, but with the frames around them, it adds an inch to the vertical and the horizontal of that. Okay, so here I'm going to go ahead and start committing to where I'm going to put my embellishments. And you can see on the sketch where I have the journaling and that other embellishment cluster over to the left. Here, I'm going to go ahead and put that embellishment cluster over to the right. In all the clusters, I do pop one of the flowers up on some foam tape. So I did that in the bottom right. I'm going to do that over at that left-hand photo. I'm going to pop this one up on some foam tape, and then I am going to commit to the one at the top of the page, and I'm going to put that on foam tape as well. So you can see here where I said not a whole lot of that doily is going to be showing. It's because I put a cluster there and I just kind of covered most of it up. It's okay. I did put that doily in the kit, so I got it used, so there's that. Now I did want to tell you about one more thing. I've been watching this person on YouTube. And I just watched this video today, and I think I just recently subscribed to her. Her YouTube channel is Melissa0174, and I just watched this video. It's the new glasses layout. It says it's scrapbooking process video number 8. So she might be kind of new on the YouTubes. I didn't go back and look at her channel, so I don't know if I've watched all the previous ones. But guys, the details she put on this layout are fabulous. So I do want to tell you what I'm loving today is this layout by Melissa0174. You should see all the details she used. I mean, she didn't say, but she must have spent so much time on this. She just had a few little techniques in there that I thought were really cool. She also likes to use dies, which is something I love to do. So I just really enjoyed this video. So go check her out as well and see if you can gain anything from her from her videos. I loved this one. It was really good. All right, so I am going to go ahead and do my finishing touches. I do those with some gold glittered dots. I also had pulled in some of the Amy Tangerine chipboard pieces. I kind of tucked them around. I used just the gold ones. Sometimes on camera they read a little black because of my lights, but they are actually gold. And then I do put these down. I am going to pull out the Heidi Swap Color Shine in Gold as well and splatter that around the page. Now right here I'm stamping the date, and I ghost stamped it. Okay, it's a new word. And you couldn't read it. It looks like it says September 22nd, and it wasn't. It was September 21st. So then I'm going to pull out a pen and just write the date. I keep that there because I didn't want to add anything else to cover it up, but I just wrote the date so that for my own information, going back and looking at this, I will know the actual date of this Playdate. I did go ahead and write my journaling. Now you can see where the journaling is in a completely different spot from what I did in the sketch. Next time I make sketches, maybe I'll try and stick more to them. I don't know. I feel like this time around in October, I did okay. But it's just like every sketch I do, even when it's not my own, I always veer from it in some way or another. It's just kind of a jumping off point, right? Alright guys, after I do that, I don't do anything else to this layout. Please go check out Traci, Daisy, Kathy, Dollie, and JoJo. I will link them down below. And also, if you have a chance, go over and pop in and visit Melissa and see what she has to offer. She does a lot of little details I just love. Alright guys, I want to thank you so much for joining me.